Are you missing out on thousands of pounds in tax-free income? In the middle of the cost of living crisis, with energy bills high, food prices climbing, and inflation squeezing household budgets to the limit, most families are desperately looking for ways to stretch every pound. And now, new analysis has revealed that millions of people across the UK could be eligible for up to £16,000 in tax-free income entirely legally thanks to a handful of hidden tax breaks backed by HMRC. These aren't complicated tax loopholes for the rich or accountants' tricks that only apply to the wealthy. These are real, fully sanctioned government schemes, designed to help ordinary families, working parents, couples, side hustlers, and even savers. And yet, shockingly, millions of eligible UK households aren't claiming them. That's thousands of pounds being left on the table every single year. In this report, we break down the 6 most overlooked tax-free allowances, explain who's eligible, how to claim them, and how you can even backdate your claims for up to 4 years. That's real money that could be flowing back into your bank account, money you've earned, and money that can make a real difference right now. Let's begin with one of the most overlooked schemes in the UK tax system, marriage allowance. If you're married or in a civil partnership, and one of you earns below the tax threshold of £12,570 a year, you could be missing out on £252 a year or even £1,260 backdated over 4 years. The way it works is simple. The lower earner can transfer up to £1,260 of their unused personal tax allowance to their partner, reducing the household's total tax bill. And the best part? You can apply entirely online through gov.uk and it takes just a few minutes. But the rules are specific. One partner must be earning below the personal allowance, while the other must be paying the basic rate of income tax, that's 20%. If that sounds like your situation, this is practically free money. You don't need a financial advisor. You don't need a 6-figure salary. You just need to know it exists and take action. Next is the trading allowance. More and more people across the UK have turned to side hustles in recent years. Whether it's selling clothes on Vinted, crafting handmade items for Etsy, doing occasional freelance work, or renting out tools or equipment, if you earn up to £1,000 a year from self-employed or casual income, it's completely tax-free under the trading allowance. This allowance isn't just a lifeline for the self-employed, it's a recognition by HMRC that today's economy is changing. People are diversifying their income, making money in new ways, and this tax break gives breathing room for that effort. Now, if you earn over £1,000 from side income, you'll still need to declare it. But even then, that first £1,000 is protected. And, according to experts, if you've been doing this for years and didn't know you were eligible, you can backdate your claim up to 4 years again, potentially saving hundreds. The third underused tax break is perhaps one of the most generous, and it's called the rent-a-room scheme. If you rent out a furnished room in your own home, maybe to a lodger, a student, or even via Airbnb, you can earn up to £7,500 a year tax-free. That's more than £625 a month. The only requirements are that it must be your main home, it must be furnished, and you must be a resident landlord. If you own the property with someone else and split the rent, the tax-free limit is halved, meaning each of you can earn £3,750 tax-free. This scheme is ideal for empty nesters, homeowners with a spare room, or even younger people looking to offset rising mortgage costs. It's flexible, simple, and doesn't even require you to do a self-assessment tax return unless you exceed the threshold. Then there's tax-free childcare, another scheme that is widely available but massively underclaimed. If you're working and paying for childcare, the government could pay up to £2,000 per year per child to help cover the cost. If your child is disabled, that support rises to £4,000 per child per year. Here's how it works. You open a childcare account through HMRC. For every £8 you pay in, the government adds £2. You use that money to pay registered childcare providers. It's that simple. Many families don't realise they can claim tax-free childcare at the same time as free childcare hours in England, Wales, and Scotland. These two forms of support can run together, dramatically reducing monthly bills for nurseries, childminders, and after-school clubs. Eligibility varies depending on your household income and working hours, but even part-time workers can often qualify. It's money meant to ease the burden on working families, and far too many are unaware it exists. Now let's talk about savings. If you're putting away money in a savings account, you could be earning interest without paying a penny in tax thanks to the tax-free savings allowance. If your total income is less than £17,570, you may be eligible for the starting rate for savings, which allows you to earn up to £5,000 in interest, tax-free. And if you earn more, you'll still get the standard personal savings allowance, which gives £1,000 tax-free interest to basic rate taxpayers, and £500 to higher rate taxpayers. But here's the clever part. If one partner in a couple earns significantly less, and you hold a lot of savings jointly, you can transfer the savings into the lower earner's name. That way, you maximize the tax-free interest legally and efficiently. This is a powerful trick that financial experts say many couples overlook. Especially in retirement, when income gaps between spouses can widen, this move can save hundreds in tax every year. Taken together, these tax breaks offer a huge opportunity. Let's quickly recap the potential. Marriage allowance, £1,260 over 4 years. Trading allowance, £1,000 per year. Rent-a-room scheme, £7,500 per year. Tax-free childcare, £2,000 per child. Tax-free savings allowance, up to £5,000 per year. Add it all up, and you could potentially save or earn up to £16,000 tax-free, depending on your circumstances. This isn't a fantasy. These are real figures based on HMRC guidelines, verified by personal finance experts, and freely available to claim by millions of UK households. Laura Souter, Director of Personal Finance at AJ Bell, said it best: "These 5 simple tax tips don't require you to have a 6-figure salary or a team of advisors on speed dial. They are well within reach for the average household and are fully sanctioned by HMRC." So why aren't more people claiming? The truth is, many simply don't know these schemes exist. Some believe they won't qualify. Others assume it's too complicated. And yet, each of these allowances can be claimed quickly online. Some don't even require any forms, just basic eligibility and the right action at the right time. As we move deeper into an economic climate of uncertainty, where inflation still bites and public services strain under mounting pressure, households across the UK are being forced to do more with less. But these hidden tax breaks from HMRC offer a rare opportunity, one that doesn't require waiting on new government legislation or relying on handouts. Instead, it puts control back into your hands, showing you how to legally and easily protect more of your income, reduce your tax burden, and ultimately keep more of what you've earned. And this isn't just about numbers on a screen. For many households, an extra £1,000 from the trading allowance can mean catching up on energy bills. £7,500 from renting out a spare room could cover council tax, groceries, or a child's school uniform. And for couples, that extra £252 a year from marriage allowance might fund a much-needed break or cover part of the rising fuel costs. These aren't minor technicalities, they are lifelines. But perhaps the most powerful part of this message is that you don't need to be wealthy, tech-savvy, or an accountant to benefit. These schemes were designed for ordinary working people, for single parents juggling 2 jobs, for retirees trying to stretch their pensions, for side hustlers carving out income online, and for low to middle income families just trying to stay afloat. And yet, despite being available to millions, billions of pounds in unclaimed tax relief go untouched every year. HMRC doesn't automatically award these allowances. You have to claim them, and it's up to you to make the first move. So what should you do now? Start by taking a few minutes to visit gov.uk. That's where all 6 of these schemes are outlined in plain language. From marriage allowance to tax-free childcare, from your savings allowance to the rent-a-room scheme, every detail is right there, including step-by-step guides to help you apply. If you've been running a side business, now's the time to see if you're under the £1,000 trading income limit. If you've got extra space in your home, think about how the rent-a-room scheme could generate passive, tax-free income. If your partner earns under the personal allowance threshold and you're a basic rate taxpayer, the marriage allowance transfer is just a few clicks away. And if you've missed these allowances in the past, don't worry. Most claims can be backdated up to 4 years. That means you could receive a lump sum worth hundreds, even thousands of pounds, credited straight back into your account. We often think of tax as something that just takes from us, but schemes like these prove that, when used wisely, the system also offers chances to give back. The only question left is, will you take advantage of it? Too many households are struggling in silence, missing out on the very support they're entitled to simply because no one told them it was there. Let this be your sign. These HMRC-approved schemes are not loopholes, they are lifelines. Designed by government, backed by legislation, and completely above board. So whether you're a saver, a side hustler, a carer, a parent, or simply someone looking for a little more financial headroom, you deserve to know your rights, and you deserve to keep more of your money. Don't let another tax year go by without claiming what you're entitled to. Share this video with your family, friends, or anyone you know who could benefit. Leave a comment below if you've claimed one of these allowances already or if you've just found out that you're eligible. And remember, knowledge is power. Financial freedom doesn't always come from big wins, it often starts with small steps, taken at the right time. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more essential updates on DWP benefits, HMRC changes, and how you can make the most of every financial opportunity available to you in the UK today. Until next time, stay informed,